Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Good morning, my beloved friends. Today, December 21st, 2023, our devotional is entitled False Pastors and Teachers. The scripture reading is taken from 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 10. That punishment is for those who are always doing the evil that their sinful selves want to do. It is for those who hate the Lord's authority. These false teachers do whatever they want, and they are so proud of themselves. They are not afraid even to say bad things against the glorious ones. The first epistle of Peter was a letter of comfort to the believers who were suffering persecution from external enemies. His second epistle is a warning to Christians about internal attacks, complacency, and heresy. Faith is non-negotiable. Peter spoke severely against false preachers, so much so that this led to his martyrdom. You too can be someone who defends the present and that makes it clear in your life the truth that faith is non-negotiable. In his second epistle, Peter presents the characteristics of the false teachers that they will be prevalent in the last days. 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 2. They will say anything for money. Verse 3. They will be disdainful of heavenly matters and of divinity. Verses 10 and 11. And they will do whatever they feel like. Verses 12 to 17. They will be proud and boastful. Verses 18 and 19. And they will be judged and punished by God. Verses 20 to 22. The success of many false teachers is that they create emotional ties with their listeners that are difficult to break. But the majority of them indulge in immoral conduct. It is a fact that throughout the history of the Christian church, weak doctrines have often been accompanied by weak morals. Those who depart from God's standard of truth find it easy to abandon His standard of personal conduct also. It is only a matter of time before the great majority of those promoting division in our church end up tangled in immoral situations. The final test to unmask false teachers is to observe how they refer to God. They are disrespectful of God and have to fear to blaspheme what God has made holy. A severe judgment is awaiting them. Unfaithful pastors have prophesied smooth things. They have led their hearers to make void the law of God and to persecute those who would keep it holy. Now, in their despair, these teachers confess before the world their work of deception. The multitudes are filled with fury, and they turn upon the false shepherds. The very ones that once admired them most will pronounce the most dreadful curses upon them. The very hands that once crowned them with laurels will be raised for their destruction. The swords which were to slay God's people are now employed to destroy their enemies. Stay alert to identify false pastors.